What is happening, party people? Welcome back to the vlog. Today we're going to do something different. As you can see behind me, there are a bunch of old VWs here. Some of you know that I am into old air-cooled cars, like old VWs and old Porsches. And I've got one myself. I've got a replica speedster. And so we are here for an open house at Vintage Motorcars. Vintage Motorcars is a replica speedster builder. So why replica speedsters? These cars have the beauty and style of the old Porsche speedsters, but with all the modern mechanics. And in some ways, I would argue that they are better than the originals because they have all modern electronics in them, from the bigger engines, better suspensions, electronic ignition, electronic fuel pump. Some of them will have air conditioning, modern audio, so that you'll have like your updated or modern sound systems, and all kinds of other current amenities like air conditioning, and in some cases, I think I've seen some with power windows even. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go inside and we're gonna look at Vintage Motorcars and show you how they build these cars. All right, let's go. I love that we've got all our cars here. These are enthusiast cars. That's our buddy Jim Ignacio. We're gonna see if we can find him inside. Check out these Volkswagens. Of course, these are all part of the same family. The Speedster is built on a pan similar to a Volkswagen Bug. We know that the Volkswagen Bug was designed by Ferdinand Porsche. So the pan is similar, but like these Volkswagen Bugs, what they're doing these days is, you know, they're putting in the bigger motors with the dual carbs and all of that, disc brakes and modern transmissions, modern suspensions and all that. The transmissions are formulated in such a way that you're not revving so high when you're on the freeway, because now people are driving 70, 75, and the older transmissions will rev really high just to keep up with that, because we weren't driving that fast back in the day, but today we are. And so you need a modern transmission for that. Look at this one. It's got airbags in it. Beautiful.
So that at least when I drive it, you know, I just lowered it. I'm buying all the chrome accessories they make for bugs.
Let's look at the motor.
Like, I didn't realize they have stuff for your door, like
Everything.
Everything. Even the little. Oh, you got it. The chrome bin. I got those.
All right. Some buses over here. One of the buses are worth some money now. Even these bay window buses. So these are bay windows. If you look at the front, they have a windshield that looks like the back window of a regular car. Used to be that these weren't as desirable as the split window, which would have two windows in the front. But these days buses are so desired that a bay window's got some value as well. Check this out. This is a Cobra. I believe this is also a replica. But let's take a look at this. Ford V8. I think it's a V8, right? And have this interior. The white fenders. And another one here. Let's look at the Porsches over here. Love these old 80s 911s. I always wanted one of these when I was young. I thought, like, you know, one day when I make enough money, I'm gonna get one. Figured it would happen when I'm older, and then I could restore it, fix it up, and all that kind of stuff. But these have shot up in value as well. They're very popular. They're timeless, you know. People still look at those and they still look like awesome sports cars. Here's the Speedster. Let's look at this. This is beautiful. Wow. Okay. So this is a replica. I can tell this is a replica because the pedal cluster is a VW pedal cluster, but the handbrake is underneath the dash, which is what they did in the originals. It's typically the handbrake would be right here between the seats if it were a replica. So they did a good job trying to emulate an original or an authentic Speedster. Very nice. All right. Here we go. Inside of the yard at Vintage Motorcars. I'm so excited. I love these cars. This is probably my favorite car, is the Speedster. When I was in high school in a daydreaming class, I used to draw these into my notebook. The Porsche Speedster. It's beautiful. So here's what I mentioned before, the handbrake in the middle. That is one of the giveaways that this is a replica. But other than that, and we'd have to look at the engine. The engine is closed on this, so we can't look at that. Other than that, the only other giveaways really are the VW pedal cluster under there, which typically the pedals are all in one cluster if it's a VW Bug. But if it's a Speedster, it will have a separate pedal. They're separated and they go through the firewall there, one at a time. And then the handbrake will be underneath the steering wheel. And then you can tell by looking at the motor, but this motor's closed. All right. Check these out. Beautiful.
Damn, nigga, I ain't get a shirt.
Love the colors of these. And then there are all the pans in the background. And this is what they're built on. Very similar as the pan that the original Speedsters are built on. Very nice. Love the colors on these guys. All right, let's look at this one. I love this color too. So some of the differences you'll see here in the details. The hubcaps on this guy have the nipples on them, and on this guy they don't. Like these don't, right? We're gonna look at this one again. We're gonna go back here. You'll see the nipples on these hubcaps. I really like the way that looks. Another difference is this guy, look how smooth the front bumper is. And we're gonna turn around this guy, and this guy has these little, I don't know what you call those, bumperettes that are right there in the front. Let's look at the interior here.
You know, Kerber's favorite movie is Traveling.
That's beautiful. Love this color combo, the charcoal gray with the red. And let's look at the motor. And that's a typical Volkswagen motor. The Speedster motor is very similar. An authentic one is very similar, but it has an oil cooler that's on the outside. It's more visible. And here's a Spyder. This is the 550 Spyder. This is the kind of car that James Dean passed away in. He was driving up to Northern California for a race, driving from Southern California, and I believe it was in Salinas where he passed away. All right, let's look at this one over here. Love this. Look at the wheels on this. It's got knockoff wheels on it, which means it doesn't have any lug nuts. It's got the bigger gas tank and the center filled gas cap. Mesh on the lights. Fog lights. This is what's called an outlaw. So an outlaw style is less, it's more of a custom, less a traditional look. Like the humps on the back here. Those aren't, those were not normally part of an authentic Speedster. So this beautiful white interior. Wow. All right, let's look at this one. It's a rust colored, very nice, wide 5 wheels. So what we mean by the wide 5 here is they are a wider bolt pattern, 5 lug. The standard VW is a 4 lug. It's a smaller spread, beautiful engine, beautiful interior. These cars are also perfect. God, I love them so much. This color.
Yeah, you know, so you just kind of like, now kind of like, oh, my car's really
beautiful.
Nice.
And look how they did the vintage radio on that. This one's for sale. Let's see. Right. Love the way they put the mirrors on this. So they're set forward a little bit. Looks more sporty that way. That's gorgeous. Alright, let's look over here. Got some more over here. I'm in Speedster heaven right now, I gotta tell you. You know, it's been a while since I've been out with my Speedster brothers from the Speedster Owners Club. With my Speedster. My Speedster's not running at the moment, by the way. More beautiful, beautiful cars. These color combinations are really, really something else. Look at this one with the black wheels and the chrome caps. Beautiful. Wow. Oh, look at this motor. So this looks like a Subaru.
350 horsepower turbo.
Subaru, right? 350 horsepower turbo. Where's the turbo?
They don't make them anymore. The guy that did this engine, John Rykowski in Anaheim, he builds them for the guys that race the dune buggies in the desert.
Okay.
It's a beast.
Wow, yeah, and for a car this light too.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's take a look inside. Wow. So Subaru. Well, why Subaru motor, right? So these cars typically have an air-cooled motor. And I'm gonna take photos while I'm talking to you guys. And the air-cooled motor is not as modern, obviously. Most cars don't really have air-cooled motors anymore, and they tend to overheat when it's hot outside and you're stuck in traffic, right? Because you need airflow to cool the motor. But the Subaru motor is water-cooled, which is like more modern, right? Check this out, 914. The plaid. It's plaid and leather. Wow. It's probably the most interesting interior of a 914 I've ever seen. And you'll have to excuse me, like you see me like moving the camera around, it's because I'm taking photos at the same time. All right, we'll keep on moving. I just love this. Look at all the bodies up there. And here's the James Dean Spyder. James Dean's Spyder had a 130 on the side is his racing number. This color is a little bit different. I think he had a silver one, but with the white 5 wheels. It's beautiful. Let's look at the interior. Our beautiful interior. That speaker. So there's a sound system in here somewhere. And this is also a Volkswagen motor, but it's a transverse mount, so it means it's facing the other direction. And let's see if it says little bastard on the back. And yes, it does. Check it out. It's a beautiful car.
Hey, buddy.
Must be Jim. How's it been? I saw your van out there. I knew it was you.
Hey, Nick. I got in there. We got this side too.
I've got you guys on video. I got you guys on video. I'm doing a vlog here for my channel. So, all right, we'll take a photo. All right, now I'm gonna turn around so I can get in this photo with you guys.
All right, just want to squeeze together.
All right, right. Here we got you. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. We're gonna talk to these guys. This guy, Jim, I've known for like 20 years.
20 years, dude.
Yeah, we were in the Speedster Owners Club together. He's still one of the guys that's got a car. I still have a car. Mine's not running. We lost a couple guys because we sold their cars. Yeah. But I'm so excited that they're doing an open house here because now we get to see the magic behind the build, right? How the sausage is made.
Yeah.
But the last time I was here, I had the interior redone on my car, and it was still vintage speedsters at the time. But I was answering your question earlier. I do have a car. It's not running right now because I had to put a new transaction axle in it. I lost first gear first, and I cobbled by just starting in second gear and just ignoring the first altogether. And then I lost third. And so I thought, well, I can't cobble by any longer. I gotta get it. Yeah, I don't.
Easy.
2 to 4. Well, that's how I got home. Second to fourth. But got a new transaxle, and it's sitting on the ground next to the car. Okay. So I just need to do the switch. I just haven't done it. But the car would be good to go after that. I put a new motor in it just like a year before, and Then they redid the interior. That's all I need.
Just Polynesian pop, throwing out the vibe.
That's right. Hey, thanks for talking to me, guys.
Okay.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I can't believe your kids in college or graduated.
No, they're done. Well, my daughter's got a year left, but my son's done.
Wow, man.
Yeah. All right. 68. Soft window.
Yep.
Wow. So the window comes down. I don't think I've ever seen that before. This is gorgeous.
First 2 years at Target.
Yeah.
The
First 2 years were soft window. So 68 the first year or 67?
67 was the first year.
Okay.
Of the Target.
Because I have a friend who drives a 69 as a daily.
Okay.
But
they had switched to glass. Glass was the standard. You could still get optional soft window, but glass was standard in 69.
Okay.
And I think they did away with the soft window shortly thereafter.
Okay.
So,
I don't think I've ever seen one before.
yeah, they're rare. They're pretty rare.
It's beautiful.
You see them on the 912s a lot too. The 912
Okay.
have the soft window targets. It's the early ones.
It's beautiful. All right, and here are some bodies out of the mold. And here are some of the molds. So Speedster mold. This looks like the wide body. You see with the flared fenders. Oh yeah, both of them are. Here's another one. Flared fenders. And here's a coupe mold with a hard top on it. And let's look over here. I think this is a standard. It's a standard mold. Standard body, which is more traditional. It's not a wide body. It looks like no, this is not a mold, but it's a dune buggy tub. Check these all out. I think they're already mated to the pans already at this point. No, maybe not. Now this one? No, maybe not. All right. Let's go in the showroom. Let's see what they got in here. Wow. The windows. Look at this. I love the smell in here. It smells like a shop. It smells like oil and gasoline. So manly. All right, let's get a shot of this angle. This is beautiful. Let's see if there's a price on this guy. Let's see. You see that? All right, 70,000. 70 grand. Okay, so why do these speedsters exist and why do these spyders exist? Well, recently a speedster was offered for sale on Facebook Marketplace for 1.2 million. That's an authentic Porsche built speedster. 1.2 million. That's why these exist. The Ford Cobras, same, millions of dollars in the auction block. And so you get a replica, you're literally saving millions of dollars. So that's why they exist. And you'll arguably get a better car because they all have the modern electronics and the modern suspensions and modern chassis and everything. And again, you get to have the same experience as a vintage, authentic Porsche Speedster.
All right, welcome everybody to the Vintage 2025 open house. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you for having
Fantastic show. So now we make our bodies in-house. They hand lay the fiberglass into the mold. You can see back here behind the plastic. They hand lay the fiberglass. Once the fiberglass is set, they pop it out and it comes over here. They make sure all the lines are filed and sanded and the doors and everything fit correctly. And then we come. In a few minutes, we'll go to the other side and I'll show you the chassis. But we take a pre-74 VW chassis, we cut it down about a foot, take off all the rusty parts, it goes over to our welder. They weld on all new pan halves.
And then we add a belt or
And then it comes over here. It gets rhino lined, comes back over here, and we put on all the fuel lines, hoses, transmission, pedals. That's what Eli does over there. Eli's one of our workers.
Everything's IRS then? You don't go back?
We do swing on IRS.
Okay.
So we'll go back over here. I'll take you inside.
all I know is
Yes.
Is that your
You
black
go
spider
over
over there? No, mine's the
Yeah.
James Dean one, number 130.
I know. Oh, okay. Come in here.
A little bastard over there.
So you can see over here, this is one of the chassis that we have that we put together with the brakes, the fuel lines, the hoses, the transmission. And then back over here, once the cars come back from paint, they go to assembly where the engine goes in, the interior, the gauges, all the trimming goes on over here. Any questions while we're here? Back in the corner, where we do the sanding, the painting. That's where we do the alignment. I lost my word. Alignment over here. The cars keep the pre-74 VIN that they come with on the chassis, so it registers and titles the pre-74 VW. We'll go back outside along to the back and I'll show you the chassis. And this is how they start. So they start, I kind of went backwards because usually I take you through the building, but they start as a pre-74 VW chassis. It's cut down about a foot. They take off all of the rusty parts, all the bad parts. They go back there to our welder. The new pan halves are welded on. They go to rhino line. They get rhino lined like they're brand new. And like as I mentioned, they keep the original VIN on the chassis, so they title and register as a pre-74 VW. So it's kind of neat to see the beginning. It's kind of a piece of junk. to the end. The unfinished cars. Any questions?
Where do you get all the panties from?
People bring them to us. There was a yard up in Idaho where Greg sent a bunch of our guys and the welders, and they spent a week out there taking apart the bugs and bringing them back. And sometimes I see the bugs come in and I watch through my window. They pick them up on the forklift and shake off all the parts just to get the pans. So. Wow.
Is it getting harder to find pans these days?
You know what? Surprisingly, not.
Okay.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So. All right, you guys. Thank you for coming. Have a good time.
Thank you. All right, we are here with the owner, Greg.
How you
from
doing?
Greg Leach, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
All right, Greg Leach from Vintage Motorcars. It's such a treat to be here. Thank you for doing this open house. I was so excited when you first announced it, and I cleared everything on my calendar to be here.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty,
love these cars.
it's pretty awesome. We had a pretty good turnout today.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming out.
Can I just ask you real quick about how you started the business here, or actually just a little bit about your background?
So I started working for Kirk that started Vintage Speedsters in 1987. I started working for him in 93.
Okay.
And I was the guy that put the chassis together, ran around the junkyards getting parts at that time because we had to do a lot of used rebuild stuff at that time. And then he sold me the Spyder business in 1995.
Okay.
And I was in this building from 95 until 2002. And then I moved to Orange.
Okay.
And I was in Orange from 02 to 06. And then I went from Orange to Stanton from 06 to 2017. And then when Kirk sold the business in 2017, in 2018, the new owners had let all the employees go and basically moved the shop. So I was able to get the shop, I hired all the employees, and I put the business back together.
Yeah, I remember that story. That's awesome that you did that. Keep people working. How do you think the business has changed over the years?
I think the quality of parts, the quality of the cars have gotten a lot better.
They're top notch now. I mean, these cars are amazing. They're not backyard built kit cars.
No, they're
like
not.
Everybody
I mean, I
thinks
got
that
a
they
really
are.
good team, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here today. I mean, they're the ones that have been, some of the guys have been here over 30 years.
Yeah.
They're the ones that make it happen.
Wow, 30 years. I love that.
Yes,
I love
30
that.
years.
That's great. You guys are still staying busy. I can see all the bodies out here and all the chassis or the pans out there on the side. Is it harder to get pans these days? Is it hard to find?
It is, but we've been buying up most of the yards. I have another 5-acre parcel up in the high desert, and I store a lot of cars and pans up there. So we're constantly buying every day.
Awesome.
Pans, cars, parts, all that stuff.
Okay, I love it. I have one last question for you.
Okay.
What are you driving?
I drive I do have my own Speedster.
Okay.
It's a terracotta one that's out front.
Okay.
I have a GMC truck that I pretty much drive most of the time. And I got some old Volkswagens and some classic Chevys and stuff.
You're not driving Spyder?
No, I don't fit
Okay.
Spyders too much anymore.
Oh, that's okay.
I used to, but
All right.
not anymore.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
No problem.
And thanks for doing this. I'm really enjoying myself.
Awesome.
All
Thank
right,
you for
cheers,
coming
cheers.
out.
Well, that's it for this field trip inside the Desert Oasis room out here at Vintage Motorcars. We hope you enjoyed that one. It's a little bit different than what we normally do. But like I said, I like old cars, especially old air-cooled cars like Porsches and VWs. Let me know in the comments what else you guys would like to see, and we'll go out and do that as well. And we'll see you on the next one. All right, party people, cheers and aloha.